One of PlayStation's best exclusives and one of my all-time favorite video games is getting a movie. So I'm sure you know I'm really excited about it. I'm not sure how many people actually know about Until Dawn and when it came out, but at the time, this is one of my favorite games that I was playing. It is a decision-based game, so it put a lot of other people off, but I love those kind of games. So of course I was excited and I got it day one. Decision-based games end up being one of my favorite kind of games because they get to focus a bit more on the story. And yeah, there's not that much things that you're doing as a player. You're mainly like walking around with this controller and then you're pushing buttons to interact. But it has a good story going for it. So, and I like good stories in games. And with this being able to focus mainly on that, it ends up becoming a really good game to me. And don't just take my word for it. Lots of other people really enjoyed this game. It got nominated for a lot of awards and it got a lot of awards. Also, this was one of the first games that talked about Wendigos, and you don't really hear about Wendigos that often in video games and movies, so I was excited to learn a bit more about that, and this game did a really good job at doing a different take on Wendigos. So, like I said, Until Dawn is a decision-based game, and what that means is whatever you do ends up determining the outcome of the game. So you have the choice of being able to tell if someone dies or being able to live. You get to control what's going on in the game. Every little thing that you do changes the outcome of the game. So hearing that they're making a movie based off of this game, it makes you wonder like, okay, how are they going to implement that whole decision-based thing into this movie? What route are they going to go into? What's going to be like the canon events that happen into this movie? Or is it going to be a completely different story altogether? That would be interesting. I would prefer them to stick to the game, but you know, I'm all open to people doing different things. There are other games like this, like Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, the Walking Dead Telltale series, Borderlands has a Telltale series. I think there was even a Game of Thrones one. I'm not too sure, I didn't play it. But none of those games have been able to live up to Until Dawn. Until Dawn is definitely a one-of-a-kind video game. Not even the other games that this developer has made has been able to live up to Until Dawn's hype. So what makes this game so special and why am I excited for it? Well, first of all, it's a horror game and I love horror movies. I love horror movies, I love horror games. Anything horror, I'm here for. That's my favorite genre of anything. The second thing is it has a really good story going for it, and I would love for other people to experience it. Not many people like playing games, or many people don't own a PlayStation, so they didn't even bother playing the game or even looking it up. So giving it to a way bigger audience is really exciting. So you know, you have the horror theme, and then you have the good story, and you putting that together, of course I'm going to be excited for it. Basically in this game, a group of friends go up to the mountains and they're staying in a cabin together. Some events occur which causes one of the friends to leave the cabin and then her friend ends up following her. They get chased by a Wendigo and they end up falling off of a cliff and dying. You skip ahead a few and the brother of one of the girls who ended up dying ends up inviting the group of friends back to the cabin and, you know, everyone comes. It's very awkward because, you know, his sister died and he's acting very normal as if nothing really happened. Everyone's just trying to have a good time. Some people aren't really having a good time. You know, it has your classic, you have your nerd, you have your jock, you have the people who just want to go out and have sex. All of that is into this game, and they do a really good job with so many different stories going along with each other. And you're controlling all of these characters, not at the same time, but you're spending enough time to actually start to care for the characters. So when you're given the decision to do certain things, you're worried that, oh, is this person going to die if I do this? Or are they going to make it out alive? That's what makes this game so good. You never know what's going to happen at what time. So them doing this in this movie, I'm curious to see, again, what they're going to end up doing with that. So many things end up going on in this game. I kind of don't want to spoil everything that happens, but the main thing is, yes, there's Wendigos in this game. It's going to be hard to avoid talking about that. But if you really want to know everything else about the game, I highly recommend either buying the game or just watching it online and seeing a playthrough of it. It's not really that long, so you could spend like a day just going over everything. And I know there's people who just want to see the cutscenes, so you could just look up just the cutscenes of this game and get a grasp of what's going on. I really do hope that this movie does do as good as the game did, and I'm curious to see, again, which route they're going to take. Are they doing a completely new route? Are they going to tell a whole new story? I want to know what's going on. Are they also going to include stuff from the prequel game that came out for the VR? Not many people even know that they had a prequel game. It wasn't really that good and it doesn't really add that much to the story, but it is a prequel, so I guess it's kind of important. But like I said, I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what they do. Video game movies have been doing kind of okay. I mean, the Uncharted movie was okay. Sonic is really good. The Mario movie was really good. So I want to see another really good PlayStation movie. And of course, I can include The Last of Us TV show. We're a bit mixed on The Last of Us show. I liked it for what it was. I don't think it was as good as the game, and they made some decisions that didn't really make sense to me. So I'm curious to see how season 2 is gonna go. I'm already not liking the casting for Abby, but that's a whole nother story. I might even talk about that in another video. Well, anyways, are you guys excited for this movie? Let me know down in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't already, please do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified each time I upload a video. I try to upload videos Mondays and Thursdays. I'm changing up the way that I'm doing some things. I'm going to keep a full format video like this being uploaded on Monday, but on Thursday it's going to be shorts. I realized that I was doing 4 videos a week, so we'll just figure that out as we go. Well guys, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.